we're ready for some practice. So I still don't mind what you're doing with your legs. Be comfortable. In fact, I think I'm going to sit like this for a while. Whether you're on a cushion or not, doesn't matter. Before we set off on any physical movement, let's just take a moment to settle the mind into the Tanden, our energy center. Help us to ground and remind us to keep this area engaged so we support the spine. Beautiful. And let's roll the shoulders. Let's inhale forwards and up. Exhale back and down. And again. One more time. Lovely. Okay, so still finding that sense of uplift through the spine and the torso. We're going to let the head gently drop forwards. Feel that in the back of the neck? Okay, so we're going to circle. We're going to inhale as we make half a circle. And then we'll exhale as we complete that circle, slow and steady. And then when we're ready, we'll start again in the opposite direction. Inhale halfway. Exhale, full circle. Good. We're going to do that again, once in each direction. So we're taking time to feel, to notice where the clicks, the crunches are, where the slight tightness might be. We're moving steadily, supported by calm and steady breath. And with any luck, the repetitions will help to ease any tightness. Okay, so when we get back to starting point, we're going to lift the head into alignment. Great. We're going to push the invisible walls away. Keep the elbows soft. Great. So have a nice feeling that you're expanding across the chest here. Good. So let's look to the left hand and let's just nod up and down. Nothing else going on. Breathing, nodding. And again, just bringing awareness to any feelings and sensations in the neck. Observing as they begin to ease up. And then we're going to float over to the other side. We're going to do the same there. So it's this mindful awareness that really is the key to our practice. It's not about stretching our legs or finding a deeper version of any position. It really is about discovering moment by moment what's really going on. Working with that truth. Okay, coming back to center, let's relax the arms for a moment. How are the shoulders? Cool. We're going to use the arms again. So we're going to bring the arms out. Palms are up this time. The thumbs are facing backwards. We're going to really wake the shoulder blades up. So we're going to rotate. We'll start with inward rotation. So that means we're going to bring the thumbs up, forwards, under. And as we do, we're going to let the spine collapse, draw the belly in, let the head drop. Take the thumbs all the way back. So can you feel your shoulder blades moving there? Good. And then we're going to inhale as we externally rotate. Lift the rib cage. You can tilt the head. Good. Exhale, internal rotation all the way. Drop the head. Inhale. Rotating and lifting. Let's do it one more time each way. Exhale. Inhale. Terrific. Relax the arms. So head, neck, shoulders. Think we've warmed those up. So I'm going to come off my cushion, jettisoning across the room. So let's come into mermaid legs. So for the purposes of mirroring, we're going to put our left leg in front and the right leg to the side. So we might feel a little bit like the hips are a little uneven. Maybe one hip's a little raised. Maybe it's the right one. Maybe your hips are super duper fine and grounded. That's fine. Mine are a little uneven here. So it's always handy to have a little rock. Have a little rock. What are we looking for here? What we're trying to do is to have the sit bones equally grounded so the spine can rise in a nice sense of alignment, comfortable alignment. Doesn't always work, and that's fine. That's where we're just working towards it. So we can help that if we bring the left hand out to the side and just gently press into the left hand, grounding down through the right hip. Keep the elbows soft. Okay, so we're going to start to wake the sides up. Really good for our spring energy, for the gallbladder and the liver. So we're going to inhale. We're going to bring right arm up beside the ear and just see where that side stretch goes, looking up. And then we're going to exhale, come out of the side stretch, thread the right arm through underneath the left arm. Look back, so your right hip will lift. Good. So let's just do that again. Grounding both sit bones down, inhaling side stretch. Good, gently does it. Exhale, thread it through. Looking back. 2 more times, inhale. And exhale. Remember, we only go as far as feels good. We can challenge ourselves, but let's not hurt. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale. Great. Okay. So before we go to the other side, let's just develop this a little bit. Going to extend through the right leg, flexing the tootsies there. Sitting tall, use the tanden. Okay, so I'm going to reach towards my right foot. Maybe it's just here that I reach. Maybe I can actually reach the toes. That's fine. I'm keeping the foot flexed to energize the leg, and it's okay to have a soft knee as well. So we're going to inhale, coming into a side stretch, again looking up. Good. Then we'll exhale and we'll rise tall. That's the core working. And we'll pop the hand down just slightly behind us. We're going to come onto the foreleg here. We're going to do a mini wild thing. So we inhale as we lift and we circle the arms to a nice big opening. Then we'll exhale and come down. Inhale, reach for that side stretch again. Exhale, plant the hand as you rise. And then inhale, lift, mini wild thing. Exhale, lower. 1 more time, inhale. And exhale. Lifting and circling, inhale. And exhale. Terrific. Okay, let's swap that for the other side. So, right leg in front, left leg curled around to the side. It's very different for me on this side, so just rocking a little, finding grounding through both the sit bones as much as is comfortable. Rising through the spine. This time I'll plant the right hand down, keeping the elbow nice and soft. Grounding down through the left hip. And we'll inhale, upper arm to just beyond the ear. And then we'll exhale as we rise and thread, twisting. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale. Marvelous. Okay, let's extend through the left leg, flexing that foot, growing tall before we set off, reaching wherever we can along the left leg. Move the right shoulder back as we come into side stretch. Inhale. Exhale. Tall. Plant the hand. Inhale. Lift and open. Exhale. Ground. Inhale. Side stretch. Exhale. Plant the hand. Inhale. 1 more time. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And there we go. And down. Brilliant. Beautiful. Well done. Okay, let's come on to all fours. So, palms beneath the shoulders, knees beneath the hips, little sense of fire in the belly, so we're supporting the spine. And let's do a simple cat and cow. So today, let's mix it up a little bit. Let's inhale into the cat, arching up. Exhale into the cow. Good. And then let's just do a few repetitions, really allowing time for the spine to wake up a little, feeling that nice sense of mobilizing, creating space. Let's try one more stretch each way. And then we'll come into neutral. Let's just ease back onto the heels. I'm going to open the knees a little further. I've got my big toes together. I'm just walking the hands away a little, resting the head down, allowing a little time to sink in here, to feel that sense of length from the tail all the way through to the fingertips. You might like to experience this in a slightly different way if you're feeling a little hungry for a bit more action. If you drop the elbows gently down, bring the palms together, and then bend the elbows, bring the thumbs to the back of the neck or the back of the head, wherever they land, and just breathe here. This is something we might do in the summertime when we're engaging more energy through the arms, but it's lovely to mix it up a little. It has been quite hot, so we're feeling a little bit of summer anyway. Okay, releasing the arms. Going to gently come back up onto all fours, realigning, finding it in a comfortable way. So let's mobilize the hips now. Going to start with my right leg. So going to inhale, bring the right knee in, and exhale, extend. Make that lovely line. Hips neutral. Good. And again, inhale in, exhale, extend. One more time, inhale in, exhale, extend. Okay, strong core. Let's increase the line by bringing the left arm in, breathing here. Good. And then we'll pop the left hand down and the right knee. Just pause, take a breath. And let's do that on the other side. So we'll inhale, bring the left knee in. Exhale, take it back. And again, inhale in. Exhale back. One more time, inhale, bring it in. Exhale back. Good, hold it there. Let's make the line even longer. Let's bring the right arm off. Breathe. Wonderful. Okay, popping the right hand, left knee. Let's come back into a child's pose. I'm going to bring my arms beside me this time. I'm going to let the shoulders really flop. And again, just breathe, listen. Pay attention to what's happening inside you. Okay, so let's ease back up onto all fours. Which leg should I use so the camera can see properly? Let's use the left knee first. Okay, so going to come back to the left knee. You're going to inhale, bring it in. Exhale, again, lengthen and line it up. And then we're going to inhale, bring it in, but this time we're going to shift weight forwards as we bring the knee forwards, and we're going to pop the knee down just behind the left hand and scoot the right leg back. So I just need to move forward a bit. We're coming into a form of pigeon. So I always need to check that my back leg is actually, that I haven't twisted the ankle. I have a little weakness there, as you know. So I'm just checking that the leg is all lined up, and it is. And I'm just going to take a moment breathing, growing tall and allowing the hips to sink down. Good. Okay, so I'd like to just have some kind of passive pressure on my hips to help them today. So I'm going to walk the hands gently away. In fact, I'm going to make a little cushion with the forearms and rest the head down. Taking a breath. Good. Okay, pressing back into the hands. Going to do something a little bit extraordinary. Okay, so I'm going to tuck the right toes under. So going to lift the knee, and we're going to make a super swift move to step back with the left leg and come into a downward dog. Well done. Good evening, downward dog. Now, we don't usually do a lot of inverting in the evening time because it stimulates the brain a bit too much. So we're not going to hang around here. We're going to do a left leg, three-legged dog. So inhale, bring it up. Exhale, bend the knee, shift the weight forward, bring the left knee to the right elbow, and then we're going to lengthen through that leg, lower the right heel, and we're going to lift the right arm up. We're fallen stars. Good. Okay, so we're going to test our strength here. We're going to lower the bottom down, keep the right arm raised. Good, and then we're going to lift up again. Lift up again as you inhale. Well done. And that's it. We're going to bring that right hand back down, rotate the right foot, step back with the left, come into downward dog. Good. And then we're just going to come down on the knees, back into a child's pose. We're going to give it a good rest. Well done. Bet you weren't expecting that. So just take a couple of breaths. Let yourself rest and relax. Okay. So let's come back up onto the hands and knees. I'm going to swizzle around to the other side so I can still see what you're doing. So it's the right leg this time. Let's inhale and bring the right knee in. Exhale, take it back, line it up. Beautiful lines, good. Inhale, bring it in, but shift the weight forward so you can plant the knee behind the right hand. Scoot the left leg down. Grounding down through the hips. I'm just going to glance back, make sure my left leg is lined up with the foot. Good. Then I'm going to come onto my fingertips because I want to focus on just sinking down through the hips evenly, but lifting and opening through the chest. Beautiful. Lovely. Take a breath. So now we're going to let the weight of our upper body and gravity help us here. Resting down. And again, just breathing. Terrific. Okay, easing gently up. Pressing down into the palms. I'm just going to move forward on the mass a bit. So pressing down into the palms, we're ready for our extraordinary transition. Tuck the left toes under. Lifting the left knee, pressing into the hands, stepping back with the right leg into your downward dog. Good. So remember, the knees don't have to be straight here. Tail high is always good. Chest open. Right, so this time we're going to inhale and lift the right leg. Then we bend the right knee. We let the weight come forward and we bring the right knee to the left elbow. We extend through the right leg and then we lift the left hand. That's it, fallen star. So we lower the bottom to the ground. Keep the arm raised. Press back into the right hand to lift back up. Well done. Then we'll bring left hand back down. Rotate the left foot. Step back with the right into your downward dog. Well done. Take a breath. And then we'll drop down gently to the knees, back into child's pose. And rest. Do what feels right for you with your arms. Give yourself this time. Okay, so let's ease back up into kneeling. Just take a moment, make sure you feel okay. Good. So this might be one of those practices that we don't actually come into standing, but I think that's all right because it's been a hard day and we're doing plenty of stretching, so it's all good. So I've come onto my bottom, as you can see. Let's just bring the soles of the feet together and let's just rock a little bit. Let's remind ourselves that whilst the practice is very serious, it's also important to be playful. To return to that inner child every now and then with the undusted mind. Good. Okay, so since we've been rocking on our bottoms, I'm just hauling out some excess flesh so that I can ground more comfortably. Let's balance on our bottoms this evening. Let's do that. So, in order to do this, we can hold the ankles, we could hold the heels, we could hold the toes. You might want to try all three to see what works. So as with anything that we do in our Zen Yoga practice, it doesn't matter about the legs being straight. It doesn't matter what shape we get into. What we want to focus on is keeping a focus on the tanden so that we're supporting and protecting the spine. Especially when you get to my grand old age, when you have little lower back problems. So it's really important to keep the core engaged, to keep the spine beautifully aligned as much as possible. So let's keep that in mind as we rock back onto the bottom. So maintaining this alignment, this spaciousness in the chest as well, and soft shoulders, if we possibly can. Let's see how it feels to stretch through one leg. So we're going to inhale, left leg. Exhale back down. Very good. Can we do that without compromising the torso, the upper body? Let's try the other side. Inhale. Exhale. Very good. Other side. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, other side. Inhale. exhale. Whoa, let's do them both together. So, grounded, strong, inhale. That's it. Let's see if we can stay there. Take a breath. Well done. Okay, let's bring those legs gently back down into landing. So we can bring the knees together. We can let the spine collapse now. Bow the head. Take a couple of breaths. Okay, rising up. It's going to turn sideways because I think this might be a little easier to see what we're doing sideways. So I'm going to get back into the hips again. So from this nice upright aligned position, I'm going to take my right leg. Okay, so it's like a figure of four. I'm just going to support myself from behind, wanting to grow tall. I'm drawing the shoulder blades together as well. You can guess where we're going to go with this, can't you? So we're going to do a two thing. We're going to inhale, lift, reverse tabletop as much as we can. Exhale, lower. Let's try it again. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 3 is a magic number. Let's try it a third time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And then we're going to let the legs move over to the left. And we're going to ground down through the sit bones as much as we can. Look at me with my back to you. We're going to do a nice twist. So I'm just going to hug right leg, plant the left hand, the right hand. Take a couple of breaths. So a twist is always a living, breathing thing. It doesn't, like all our asanas, it doesn't have a final destination. It's constantly evolving as the breath moves through us. Okay, let's untwist, planting both hands back where they were and bringing that leg back up. And we're going to swap for the other one. Deeply uncomfortable for me. Okay, so here we go. Let's do 3 lifts. We inhale and we lift. Exhale and lower. And again, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more time, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Well done. Then we're going to let both the knees, both the legs move over to the right. Make some adjustments, as in grounding down through both sit bones. We're going to hug left knee with right arm, plant the left hand behind. And breathe with this twist. Good stuff. Okay, let's release the twist and let's allow ourselves to roll down. So I'm coming through some Dandasana. I'm going to point the feet today, like to mix it up a little, and going to slowly roll down. When we get down, going to let the arms flop, let the feet flop. Just going to shuffle down a bit. That's better. And let the head rest. So, being held by the floor once again. Takes a while for the body to accept that support. Ain't that the truth? So noticing your heart rate as well as your breath and allowing time for it to steady again. Noticing how you're feeling in your body. I'd like to think that you're feeling a really delicious sense of being stretched, of having worked enough to satisfy your body this evening without killing yourself. So let's bend the knees, let's plant the feet down, and let's make any adjustments we need to. How does that feel? And let's bring the knees into the chest. Let's give them a lovely hug. How does that feel? What can we do to feel even better? Does it feel good to rock from side to side? Or would you like to circle to find the areas in your middle and lower back that are really appreciating a little massage at the moment? Give yourself what you need here. Seek the comfort, the relief. Don't just do what you've always done. Actively notice when it feels good, when it feels better. Good. Okay. How are the shoulders? Let's take a breath in and let's lift the head towards the knees. And let's pause here to breathe. And then let's lower gently back down. Good. Okay. So we're going to relax the arms beside us for now. Shoulders softening again. We're going to let the feet float up. We don't have to have straight legs. Let's wiggle the toes and the ankles a bit. Actually, let's bring the arms up and let's turn the wrists a little bit. They've worked hard this evening. We did an impromptu falling star and a fair amount of downward dog. So they've worked hard. Well done. Okay, so relax the arms. Good. Let's just pause with the legs raised for a moment more. Taking the weight off our legs for once. Good. Okay, let's soften the knees. I'm pointing the toes. I'm going to do a tiny little bit of core work. So, I'm going to exhale and let the right toes just tap the ground. Inhale, bring them up. Exhale, left toes touch the ground. Inhale, bring them up. Exhale, right toes down. Inhale up. Exhale, left toes. Inhale up. Relax the toes. Let the lower legs just flop a little. And then let the feet glide down to the ground. One after the other. Soles of the feet together. Let the knees flop. And again, gravity does the work for us. We can just pause here. Welcoming a little bit of rest, a little bit of passive stretching, and some beautiful breath. So we're going to bring our fingertips onto our shoulders. We're going to do a little bit of lift and lean. So when we do this kind of thing, it's quite wise to press the lower back into the ground to really engage the core so that we're not putting undue pressure on the lower back. So I'm just pressing gently in there. I'm going to inhale, lift the head and shoulders, and then lean left elbow towards the right knee. Exhale, returning back down. Inhale, lift and lean the other way. Exhale, back down. And the other side, inhale, lift and lean. Exhale. Other side, inhale, lift, lean. Exhale. One more time each way. Inhale, lift and lean. Exhale. And the other side, inhale, lift, lean. Exhale down. Very good. This time, pop your palms on your belly. Just send some gratitude, some compassion and kindness through the palms to the core of you. Rest. Good. Okay, let's bring the knees up together and let's prepare for a little very simple reclining twist. I'm going to bring the arms out at shoulder level. And today I'm going to keep my feet grounded. You're welcome to lift your feet off the ground if you prefer. But today I just really want to focus on really flowing into an easy twist. So, setting off, before we do, just checking shoulders, neck, head, all comfortable. Breathing in and then breathing out, both knees together, over to the right, head turns to the left. And then we're going to flow with the breath. So inhaling, the knees rise to the center, the head returns. Exhale, over to the other side. Okay, take it away. Your pace, your breath, finding that beautiful harmony as you explore the breath and the body moving together. You might like to pause on one side and just take a few breaths and see how it feels. And when we get there, if you decide to pause, I invite you to stop trying. Stop trying. Don't worry about whether you're doing it right or wrong. Just pause there and breathe and see what's happening. Even in stillness, there is so much going on. Good. Okay, let's gently take that to the other side. And let's hang out on the other side. Let's see what that feels like. Just taking a few breaths, taking the time to notice. Little releases, little tightenings. Let's be realistic. Thoughts moving and fluctuating. The breath. Okay. Let's come back to center then. Gliding the knees back up. Let's find some happy baby. Woohoo! Knees to armpits, soles of the feet trying to fly away, but we're keeping them down. And a little bit of the inner child bubbling out of us as we roll around here. Woohoo! Woo! Oops! Ooh, I nearly fell. That's good. Well done, happy babies. Okay, you can release your happy baby and come into Shavasana. Get comfortable. Use cushions or eye pillows or both. Lying on your back, or indeed lying in a different position if that's what brings you comfort, or sitting if lying isn't comfortable for you this evening. The main thing is that you take this time to rest. So, resting the eyes. And allowing your body to settle comfortably into stillness. Feel the support of the earth beneath you, holding you fully and effortlessly. Recognizing that although the practice has brought a level of energy and movement into the body, right now there's nothing more to do and there's nowhere to go. Simply rest. Rest in the natural, steady rhythm of your breath. Allowing it to soften. Breathing in, receiving. Breathing out, releasing. The natural cycle of your breath reflects the natural cycles in nature. Day turns into night. Spring turns into summer. Waves on the ocean rise and fall. So for these few moments, allow yourself to be a part of this natural cycle, this natural landscape. Not separate. Be a part of the breath, the sea, the sky, the earth, and the quiet beating of your heart. Let any remaining effort dissolve. Allow your mind to be spacious and your whole being to remember the wisdom of balance. Steady breath, quiet mind, open heart. This peace remains within you always. Rest. Recalling the intention you set at the start of practice, just drawing on those words again now. Reaffirm that intention with the quiet confidence and wisdom of your practice 3 times in your mind. from the heart. May you be happy. May you be well. May you be safe. May you be peaceful and at ease. May you be filled with loving kindness. Gently reawakening, inviting a little deeper breath and some movement into the fingers and toes. Let that feeling spread through the body gradually. When you're ready, maybe have a nice big stretch, a yawn. Give yourself what your body is asking you for now. And begin to very gradually make your way up into sitting in your own way, your own time. And when you come up, let's bring our palms together again into Gashar for a few moments of gratitude and respect. Thank you for practicing this evening. Thank you. Well done. Right.